Oh, that was so loud. Oh, Lord, eh? All right, here we go. It's you, it's me, it's YDT. It's season 3, episode 181 of a show which pulls back the curtain, takes down walls brick by brick, and exposes the true hearts of those caring for those you love most. And we are fresh off the boat from YDT. Well, not YDT. We're fresh off the boat for last time. The single released Friday, just a few short days ago on Sony's The Orchard. It is picking up steam. It is number 23 at radio, and yet is number 20. I am kidding you not. It is real. I am the only independent artist on the charts. Sony's The Orchard is distributing, yes, but the independence is still me. I still call all my shots, and I am proud to be in such company as Jelly Roll, who actually, he reported to Capitol Hill and was talking about fentanyl, and I have to tip my hat to him. And Taylor Swift, of course, has like 3 or 4 singles on the charts, but I am forever grateful for the immense support that you're showing by sharing it, streaming it, showing up. It means so very much to me. Head over to YouTube, because that is where this video episode and every video episode of You'll Die Trying lives. But not only that, but exclusive content to YouTube only, and of course all the socials, and we'll link those in the description. I want to talk about what the hell is going on. This show, this episode is gonna just dissect a little bit of where my head is at, and we're gonna dive right in. I've been asked countless times, what's the grossest thing you've ever seen? And I've been asked so many questions about, do you cry at the funerals? What's the worst part of your job in the funeral profession? What's the best part of the job in the funeral profession? What this, what that? What about, if you could know when your last moments are going to be, would you want to know? And what would you do with it? And I thought about that question so many times. It rings in my ears. It sits in my head, and that is a thought that inspired the song Last Time. You know, like, if you only had so many moments, which we do, it's finite and it's not guaranteed. What are you going to do with that time? The answer to the question is I don't want to know, but I want to do my best to live in this moment to the best of my ability, loving those I love by my actions and my works, and being kind and intentional. That's what Last Time is about. So if you could know, would you want to? And God, would you want to spend your time? Who would you want to spend it with? Because it's not trophies, it's not accolades that are surrounding your bedside. It is people that you love more than anything, whether you have a large family, a small family, or your friends are your family. Nonetheless, those are who you want around. And that's what Last Time is. It is streaming now. The link in the show notes to stream it. I would be honored for you to do so and share it with a friend. That would mean so very much. A lot is happening. And that, and yet being number 20 at radio still, 23 at Billboard, like, on its own merits, it's not being worked. Now, after a single has run its course, after that, it's just its reputation or its likeness or its own its own strength that keeps it on the charts, or it fizzles off. The power of the songs are obvious. They're resonating. You relate to them because you have experienced so much grief and loss and sadness, and you too maybe question those thoughts. You question yourself. You wonder what your purpose is, and it's important for you to realize by your showing up, you change people, you shift this world, and if you're doing good, then goodness is happening because of you, and I appreciate that. So keep that in mind. It may seem mundane, it may seem like you're just one step in front of the other. You eat your Cheerios, you put your socks and shoes on, you go out the door, but it's much more than that. It really is, and I want you to be mindful of that. And I think about that a lot, and I think about whether you believe my faith is of importance to me, and I meet you where you are, whatever it is you do or don't think. And there's a book of, I believe it's Ecclesiastes, and it's talking about, it might be Proverbs, actually. I say Ecclesiastes because my mother and I were just joking because she can't say the book Ecclesiastes. She says Ecclesiastics. I can't say amicable. There's two versions. Nonetheless, might be Proverbs, but there's this verse and it says, "Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path." And I think about that a lot. It's kind of coincides with the meaning of last time. And it's this, do you want to know if you could know? And I think that this verse, speaking even just generally, I feel if we're shown the big picture, if we're shown down the road, let's say we forecast 3 years and you see, well, you're going to live here, you're going to drive this, you're going to have this many kids, you're going to actually work here, which is totally different from where you are now. Like, you would freak out. There would be so much anxiety that you could not even comprehend anything around you. You couldn't formulate sentences. You couldn't even begin to reason. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet. When you think of a lamp unto feet, you think of walking down a path and you're illuminating just 1 foot in front of the other. Because if you illuminate the entire pathway, what you see in front of you may startle you, scare you. Maybe it's bumps in the road. Maybe it's this or that. Nonetheless, that is, you could call it an analogy. You could call it a metaphor. You could call it something that is absolutely relevant. And I think of that often. And that is where I am right now, because I signed this management deal. I have 2 managers. They've been in the industry for a combined nearly 80 years. They know what they're doing. And everything is happening very fast. And it's a 22-year overnight success. And I have all these other matters happening personally and professionally. And there are legal teams that are handling matters that I've had them protecting me for quite some time and clearing things up. And you want all that to get fixed, and you want all this to get fixed, and you want to have schedules with the kids and the family, and you get a call that says stuff's popping quick. When you have 2 singles charting at radio simultaneously in the top 30, in the top 25, you're an independent artist. That means that people, labels, booking agents, any and everybody that look at you as a product or a dollar or an opportunity, genuine or not, but that's how this works, are coming out of the gate, or will be coming out of the gate, or coming out of the woodwork, or whatever you want to call it. And so I'm like, can you give me something? Can you give me some sort of scenario, or can you give me an idea of time-wise? Like, what's going to happen? No, a month or less, it's going to be insane. And the conversations that we've been having, as far as some of the stuff that's coming down the pike, is insane to fathom. Like, I knew it would happen. Like, this is what I've wanted since I was 7, 8 years old, sitting on the bus stop watching the garbage trucks go by. Like, I've said this is what I would do. And here we are in these moments on this launch pad with the team. Oh my gosh. And it's a hurry up and wait moment. So it's important for me to keep showing up, for me to keep filming the content and posting to Insta stories and sharing stories on TikTok and going live on YouTube and putting out this podcast, because this is my version of meeting you. And this continues to create sense of community. And this is what is all part of the ingredients of the delicious chocolate chip cookie that is about to just be enjoyed by so very many. And I can't believe it. I can't. Anyway, I don't know if that even resonates with you, but that's what's going on. So I am so calm. I'm so calm. I interviewed today for the Jim Brickman show. Jim Brickman, he has a syndicated radio show. It's like a 36, 46, I'm 33. I don't know how many stations nationwide, but it'll air on February the 1st or 2nd. Interviewed today, and we had a really good conversation and talking about their late father and the mark that he made. And I felt that so interesting, that the verbiage that was used, and the family live all within close proximity of each other. Family is very important to them, and you can have all the accolades and you can have everything. You have all the cool shit, but it doesn't do anything to fill your love tank. The only things that fill your love tank, for me, specifically speaking, are my faith and my relationship with my Creator, and then my relationship with my family. That's it. Everything else is noise, really. I've had much, arguably. I've had nothing, arguably, and everything in between. And I have felt no different from either spectrum. I've lived in a closet. Really, I have. I've lived, not a metaphor. This isn't any elaborate announcement. No, there was a closet in Thomasville, North Carolina that I lived in. I had this like 3.5 inch or 4.5 inch Dynex portable DVD player to watch movies, and a futon mattress on the floor. And I had to use Stephanie and Travis's bathroom every day to shower. I mean, I had a toilet. You had to walk through the warehouse for sound equipment, and it wasn't pretty. I've had nothing. I've had everything, and I've not felt any different. It's family. It's faith. It's perspective. It's enjoying just the mundane. I'm enjoying the mundane. Not to say I don't have a little bit, just a tinge, is that the right word? Hint, just a tiny bit of anxiety over what is going to happen. It's overwhelming. Here we are, episode 181, talking about all the things that, here we are, all of the years of us being together, of the podcast and building up to this moment, just the getting better, the self-work, the sadness and the rugs being pulled out. And it's like, you keep getting up. You wipe yourself off. You put some Downy on your grass-stained britches and you show up. You show up every single time you fall down. You get right back up. And sooner or later, it just gains traction. I never envisioned being a Billboard top 20 artist. Billboard charts are international charts. It's a chart that every genre of music globally, they all look at these charts and you see. And yet, it made those charts. And last time, what's the word that they called it? Like bubbling? They said it's bubbling. So here's the chart. If you're watching this on YouTube, for instance, the video of the podcast, it's like bubbling right below. So it's going to hit. And I'm thrilled. The new website's live, nathanmorrismusic.com. Sign up for the newsletter because we're going to start shooting out a lot of really cool stuff and exclusive perks. And if you subscribe over on TikTok, $5.99 a month, then you get some really cool perks as well. First looks, first listens. And we're going to be going on tour in 2024, which means everybody that subscribes on TikTok is going to have first dibs on some awesome VIP packages and experiences that we'll be making available. More to come, but also we'll be doing a subscribers only lives every Sunday night at 10/9 Central. And of course, be sure to subscribe over on YouTube because some perks are about to unroll there too. And I'm really excited about that. But we got the new site live. We got a lot of really cool new stuff going. I'm thrilled. And bonus noise, it's the journal. I mean, today I pulled from it. And I was talking to the Jim Brickman show about some stuff in regards to writing in the morning and writing at night. And today, what I'd put down, I am sharing on a bonus noise episode, the next one that's coming out. So for $4.99 a month, you get exclusive episodes of bonus noise, ad-free. $4.99 a month. You can subscribe in the show notes. I mean, I know there's a lot of action items, and it sounds like, well, do this, do that, do this, do that. It's all just because I believe in what I'm doing, and I believe in us meeting one another, and I am just showing up and sharing what's on my heart and how I'm feeling and why I feel what I feel. And if some way, one of these avenues, whether TikTok or YouTube or bonus noise, if this in some way impacts you in a positive way, connects with you in a special way, then that's important for me, because I think living a life of meaning consists of being selfless and doing for others. And you may think that sometimes what you do isn't enough. I do all the time. I think all the time. I was like, what the hell do I have to say? Does I have to say matter? And it does. It does to someone, right? I'm speaking for both you and I at this point. I hope that what I say impacts you in some positive way. That's my hope. I don't know if you watched the wild card games. You got the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes getting his helmet crushed. Goodness gracious. That's why you have good equipment. And then, of course, you had the Lions winning. My gosh, they haven't done this well in 62 years. 62. Wouldn't that be awesome for them to go to the Super Bowl, the big game? I know. I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. Last Time is streaming now. And if you could know, would you want to? And regardless if the answer is yes or no, I hope that you're more intentional, even if you already are intentional, being more intentional, being mindful of showing up, doing good for others, living a life of meaning, because this life is about showing up for others and doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, and loving. We need community. Community is what this life is all about. And I know that for a fact. Never stop growing, never stop learning, never stop striving for the absolute best. That's it. 181. There's what's going on. I appreciate you. Every link is in the show notes to subscribe on all the social platforms. Bonus Noise, $4.99 a month. Or if you want to meet me on TikTok, $5.99 for exclusive perks that are coming out for VIP experiences. And YouTube, that's where some cool stuff's going to be happening. It's all in the show notes. And I am all out of words. Until next time, my friends. Steve, friends. Probably shouldn't say that. Can't monetize it. Oh my gosh. See ya.